In this video, I think you're going to be very inspired by my good 93-year-old friend Dave, who lives a very active life, who's healthy, and he has some pointers for everyone 50 years and over. Okay, I'm here with Dave Kagi. Dave, how old are you?
93 and a half. And when you get that age, you start counting by the months.
The first time I saw Dave at the gym, I thought he was maybe 75, maybe 80, but then, and I thought that because I saw you doing these pull-ups, like most people can't do, and you were just cranking them out, and I was blown away. I asked him when he had retired, and he said, was it 35 years ago? Or
Well, at 62, yeah.
you retired at
31,
62?
32 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you managed to stay in such great health?
Well, it all started back when I came out of the service, 1945. I had infected tonsils and I weighed 133 pounds. So I had the tonsils removed and I thought I've got to gain some weight, so they had a gym in the YMCA in my little town in Ohio. So I started going to that 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And after a couple of years, I was back up to my 155 weight, but a lot stronger. And I've been working out ever since, off and on, not on a regular basis, because I traveled a lot, raised 5 children. Correction, my wife raised 5 children and I watched. And but I know by now, from what I've learned doing this, that it's good for me and it stays me alive, keeps me alive and keeps me healthy. So
Yeah. So tell me about a normal workout routine. What do you do each day, each workout?
over the years, I've tried everything from free weights. That's all we had in those days, the big barbells. And then I study and I get the books on bodybuilding and health over the years and try to work at different things. I've discarded a lot of the stuff that I still see in the gym very active. Laying on the floor on one elbow, propping your body up and doing all these things with the big ball, and I just cut it down to the basics that works all the muscles in my body without injuring or straining any one of them. Now, the older we get, the less muscle and the less of everything you can build. It's just very, very difficult. Mm-hmm. And so I keep at basics, and every 3 months I change. I verify, change so that I don't lose interest. Because doing the same old routine year after year, I'd fall asleep while I'm pumping iron. So, for instance, this 3 months I'm doing 15 machines, 1 or 2 sets of 16 repetitions, and that covers the entire body. The type of machines I've selected in the gym covers the entire body. Mm-hmm. And then, now that's every other day. Then the day in between, but not always, the days in between I'll come over to the gym and I'll do my stretching. And that's 20 minutes. And then I get on a bicycle for a half hour and do 5 miles, and that's it. And that keeps my legs more flexible.
Yeah.
and the blood flowing. When you get old, all kind of things happen. It's like the valves rust, where the blood would flow down the leg properly. It's not doing that. And my left leg swells up if I spend too much time on it. So, in spite of all that, and during it, I've had all kinds of things happen to my body, including a mini stroke, including a stent put in many years ago, including surgery on my back. But why I can do all this stuff now is because as soon as I was able, through all that, I started back in the gym. For instance, this wrist used to go out of joint when it flopped. So I started doing specific exercises just for that. In 6 months, it doesn't do it anymore. A strange thing happened too. I don't know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I had a varicose vein. I still have it, but the doctor went in the other side and rerouted my veins, and that big vein shrunk down and almost disappeared. 3 months later, though, from working out and working my legs, it grew back. Yeah. Now it was totally disconnected, and yet it came alive again. It's alive now.
Wow.
So I'm not surprised at anything that can happen to the human body from working out and exercising. I believe it's like fertilization. You fertilize the body and exercise the body properly, it'll do great things.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning and sit on the edge of the bed after I've done 15 minutes of stretching. Now I've done that for 70 years. Lay on my
back.
back.
First thing you do when you wake up is do stretching.
Yes, I don't get out of bed because I hurt. My body aches from sleeping on my side, either one side or the other. I can't sleep on my back. And so I go through this 20 minutes. It's a routine, and I count. And it's kind of stupid, I suppose, but when I get up, I don't hurt. So it has to work.
Yeah, it doesn't sound stupid at all.
So I'm never going to quit that. That will always be there.
Sure.
And I would highly recommend that for middle-aged and older people. I think that stretching, easy stretching, but on a routine where the body expects it, and I think the body wants it. And if you don't do it for several days, it misses it.
Yeah.
And it kind of tells you, get over there and work me out.
That's good. Dave, like I've said, you're an inspiration to me, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people.
Well, thank you.
And you've got a lot of wisdom that people can learn from. And I feel privileged to be your friend. And I would like to have another interview, if not sooner, when you turn 100. Can we come here at age 100 and
that's a deal.
Okay.
I guarantee I'll be here.
All right.
I might have a little rigor mortis here and there, but I'll be here.
All right. I believe you will. Well, thank you very much for taking your time.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we'll follow your progress.
Thank you.
My interview with Dave lasted for well over an hour, and he shares many very interesting insights and stories. Rather than having one long video, we're going to break that up by topic. So in the next video, Dave is going to tell us about his diet, what he eats, and then we'll have other videos that we will come out with soon about sleeping, how he spends his time, and we'll touch on many different topics that are pertinent to those who are, especially those who are preparing for retirement. Because mentally preparing and having a plan of action to maintain good health and good habits not only helps reduce medical expenses, but it makes for a much more enjoyable retirement and a healthy retirement. And so if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would encourage you to do so. And if you don't already know, I am the author of the Holistic Retirement Planning Revolution. It is available on Amazon. It's only about $15, but I have a link below where you can get it for half that price if you're interested in that. And so it's really intended for people who are 50 and older, and really anticipating planning out their retirement. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video.